Hello, good evening to you. Warm welcome to Prime Business. With me, Pius Kojo Baka. Tonight, Cocoa Board is currently locked up in a crunch meeting with stakeholders as it prepares to announce a new farm gate price for the 2024-2025 crop season. Cocoa farmers are looking forward to an increase in the farm gate price of their harvest by almost 45% for the 2024-2025 crop season. This comes after cocoa price was increased by 58%, translating into 33,120 cedis per metric ton in April for the rest of the 2023 and 2024 season. Enjoy Business is keenly following the meeting and will bring you the latest with regards to the farm gate price when announced by Cocoa Board. While longer within the agricultural space, and the 2024 Africa Food Systems Forum is spotlighting an urgent need to harness the continent's youth and women to drive economic development through sustainable and innovative food systems. Now, speaking in an interview with Joy Business, the technical advisor to the Minister for Food and Agriculture, George Wine Odro, highlighted the need to support farmers to access cheap finance to accelerate food security and economic development. More in this report.
For Africa Food Systems Summit in Rwanda aims to redefine Africa's agricultural future. This year's summit was on the theme, Innovate, Accelerate, Scale Up. Technical advisor to the Minister for Food and Agriculture in Ghana, George Wine Odro, urged African government to increase budget allocations to the agric sector.
Every country is spending about 0.6% of their budget, as has been directed by the ECOWAS as 10%. That means every country is doing a shortfall of about 5.4. Instead of 10%, we are doing 4.6, which is not enough for the continent to achieve what exactly we want to do. So the advice is that the continent or the country should do their best and up their spending on agriculture to the tune of about 10%, as has been stated already.
Dr. Kweku Asante is a research scientist with the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research at the Cross Research Institute.
Input reduction is a major concern in Africa because the amount of chemicals that we have, the chemical load in our food value chain is becoming worrying, and to the point that some products get rejected on the international market. Means that we need to be careful with the amount of inputs that go into our food value chains. Managing Director for DMT Collateral Management, Paul Minla, emphasized the crucial role of collateral management policies in supporting farmers.
What we'll do through the collateral management model is that it will enable them to access the funds for them to be able to have to look outside the normal traditional system to be able to scale up what we want to do on the African continent. And that is why this whole collateral management has to be looked at so that we can help our small-scale farmers to be able to access credit and scale up the production that we all want in terms of yields, in terms of the inputs, and in terms of post-harvest.
The forum brought together a diverse group of stakeholders, including world leaders, investors, and farmer organizations.
Deputy Minister for Food and Agriculture in charge of Livestock, Alhaji Mohammed Hadi, is calling for deliberate collaboration and innovation to enhance the growth of the livestock industry. He spoke to journalists when the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, in collaboration with the Ghana National Association of Cattle Farmers, launched the National Livestock Day aimed at recognizing the sector's essential role in creating jobs and improving food security. Here's a report. A thriving livestock industry towards sustainable food and nutrition security for economic growth, the Livestock Day will focus on promoting the sector to enhance its growth. As part of the celebration, there will be a showcase to display the different livestock breeds with a discount on meat products for the public. Speaking at the launch, Deputy Minister for Food and Agriculture in charge of Livestock, Alhaji Mohammed Hadi Tufera, reiterated their commitment to addressing challenges facing the sector.
While we recognize the progress that has been made, we are also aware of the challenges that continue to face the livestock industry. These include conflicts between livestock herders and crop farmers, disease management, access to quality feed, and the need for improved infrastructure and market access. We are committed to addressing these challenges through our collaboration with key stakeholders, including our farmers, our partners from the Ministry of National Security, who who have been instrumental in fostering peaceful coexistence between farmers and herders. The ECOWAS Protocol on Transhuman, which seeks to promote peaceful cross-border movement of livestock, remains a key focus for the ministry. This event provides an opportunity for us to engage in meaningful discussion on how best to complement the protocol while ensuring that the interests of local farmers are protected.
President of the Ghana National Association of Cattle Farmers, Imam Hanafi Sunde, added that there is the need for players to adopt improved livestock systems to increase production.
The National Livestock Day provides a unique opportunity for sponsors to gain visibility, connect with industry leaders, and contribute to a cause that supports sustainable development and food security in Ghana. As part of our effort to raise awareness about the importance of the livestock to Ghana's food security and economy, we are embarking on a nationwide tour to engage with livestock farmers, processors, and the general public across the country.
The National Livestock Day will be celebrated from 3rd to 4th October. Stay a while longer at the Ministry of Food and Agriculture because they have donated 1,000 Agric starter packs to the Youth Employment Agency to help young people venturing into agriculture. According to the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Brian Champon, this forms part of efforts to increase youth participation in the agricultural sector to enhance food security. Starter packs donated by the Ministry of Food and Agriculture is aimed at roping in more young people under the Planting for Food and Jobs Phase 2. Some of the items include spraying machines, cutlasses, Wellington boots, and overall coats. Here's Minister for Food and Agriculture, Brian Champon, speaking to the media.
In October, we launched the Youth in Agriculture program with the Youth Employment Agency. In that program, we pledged to support young people with farmlands by liaising with their chiefs in their community to get lands for them to start their agriculture. We also promised to support them with some incentives. One, with Agric machinery, and including some equipment for them to go into agriculture. YEA also promised or pledged to support the young farmers with some financial incentives for them to go into agriculture, and this was October last year. Today, we are here to present to them as a ministry, to YEA and young people who are interested in going into agriculture, 100,000 starter packs for young people. We also want to make a commitment to young people that here at Agric Engineering, we have some mechanization equipment made up of power tillers and other planters and other Agric machinery that if they show interest, they can take advantage of. So for the purpose of this gathering is to hand over 100,000 starter packs to YEA for onward distribution to their farmers who have registered with them. A starter pack includes one spraying machine, overall equipment. It includes a Wellington boot, overall equipment, goggles, gloves, a spraying machine, and some cutlasses for some menial work on the farm.
The Youth Employment Agency described the gesture as timely and would contribute greatly to the total agricultural production of the country. Away from Agric-related stories, the co-chair of the Ghana Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative, Dr. Steve Mantel, has cautioned that Ghana's oil industry may grind to a halt if successive governments fail to attract more investors. This comes on the back of the Ghana Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative 2021 and 2022 report, which indicates that the 3 oil fields produced 55 million barrels of crude oil lower than the 2020 figure of 66 million barrels by 17.7%. Speaking to Joy Business, Dr. Mantel said the inability to bring new projects on stream is partly a reason for the consistent decline in oil production in the last 4 years.
We are in a race, and the race is to capture whatever opportunities in the renewable energy sector. So there's a lot of investments available, both in the EU and elsewhere. And so if you are a country that does not position itself to seize the investment opportunities in the renewable energy sector, you lose out, especially when you also, at the same time, not attracting investments into your fossil fuel. I've always maintained the point, and that is my own conviction, that God must be a Ghanaian. Because, look, he gave us oil, we abused it. Prior to oil, we had gold, we abused it. Now we are talking energy transition. And 6 of the critical minerals that we need as a country to transition are found here in this country.
The price of crude oil has dropped below $70 per barrel for the first time since December 2021. But what will this mean for consumers in Ghana in the coming days? More in this report.
Oil price has been on the rise in recent times, inching up to $81 per barrel. However, it has been on a downward trend, hitting a new level. Bloomberg, for instance, quoted $69 per barrel just a few hours ago. This development can be likened to the disappointing economic data which will impact demand for crude oil in the coming months. Also, the Organization of Oil-Producing Countries' attempts to manipulate the market through production cuts may have backfired. Some market watchers have told Joy Business that the country could witness further reductions in the coming days. This may significantly impact the prices of finished petroleum products, potentially resulting in reduction at the pumps if the trend is sustained.
In more business news, the Sustainable Ocean Plan is expected to be completed by 2025. This according to Dr. Felix Adoyobo, advisor and project lead at the Sustainable Development Goals Advisory Unit of the Office of the President. The plan is expected to ensure a framework that will ensure sustainable marine management by protecting Ghana's marine and coastal resources. Addressing the media at the second-day National Consultative Forum on Sustainable Ocean Plan, Dr. Adoyobo called for immediate action to address all forms of marine pollution, including galamsey. Here's a report.
Unresolved marine border issues as well as illegal and unregulated fishing activities continue to hamper the fisheries industry. The Sustainable Ocean Plan is expected to ensure proper marine management by protecting Ghana's marine and coastal resources. To advance this mission, the Sustainable Development Goals Advisory Unit of the Office of the President, together with the National Development Planning Commission, the World Bank and other partners organized the Ghana SOP Stakeholders Engagement Forum. Addressing the media on the sidelines of the 2-day national consultative session, Dr. Felix Adoyobo, project lead at the Ghana Sustainable Ocean Plan, shed more light on what necessitated the plan.
The damage we cause into the ocean, and then also the flip side, the untapped economic potential in the ocean that we've literally allowing to go waste. So it's a two-pronged approach. We're protecting the ocean, we're ensuring that the productive ability of the ocean is stepped up, and that will boost prosperity. On the issue of the effect of galamsey and other activities polluting water bodies, he explained that immediate action will be required to combat the menace. We do acknowledge all the different sources of pollution to the marine space, and we are tackling them. So galamsey has become very topical. We need to address it with the relevant stakeholders, the mining companies, Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, the security. Everyone that has a role to play will come on board to find a holistic solution to the problem. There are also issues with plastics, which is a bigger one in the ocean space that we need to address. He furthered that the plan is expected to be completed by the end of 2024. Mid-September, we'll start the process of analyzing the information, doing the technical heavy lifting, and then the preparation of the document. And once that is done, we will have another round of consultations to validate the information we have into the report, and hopefully we can complete that by December 2024. On his part, Nana Jojo Sam, president of the National Fisheries Association, called for the involvement of the fisher folk to ensure a holistic working document.
In any policy formulation from the scratch, involve the fishers so we can understand the issues and buy into the idea. That's the only way you can get things done properly. But you think that fishermen, as for fishermen, you go and do it in Accra, Jubilee House, where you have the committee on SOP, where there's no fisherman, and then you bring it down, we'll tell you that, I'm sorry.
The Sustainable Ocean Plan is expected to reduce fishery declines, improve income resilience of fishing communities, as well as improve climate change adaptation capacity in coastal areas.
REO Social Housing, as part of plans to help reduce the housing deficit in the country, is providing Ghanaians with affordable and quality housing solutions. Ahead of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair, Sales and Marketing Team Lead Francisca Chikata shares what patrons should expect.
Rehoboth Social Housing, as part of plans to help reduce the housing deficit in the country, is providing Ghanaians with affordable and quality housing solutions. Ahead of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair, we caught up with the Sales and Marketing Team Lead Francisca Chikata.
Rehoboth Social Housing, we are actually a subsidiary of Rehoboth Properties. We've been in existence for over 10 years and still counting. Rehoboth Social Housing started barely 2 years ago. We had the mind of providing an ordinary Ghanaian an affordable house. And all these years, that has been our core mandate. Some of our developments have been the Rehoboth Court, the Rehoboth Palm, the Rehoboth Hills, Rehoboth Night Bridge, Rehoboth Palm Spring, Rehoboth Gardens, and currently we are here, Rehoboth Havens, the new baby, and it has been in existence for barely 2 years now. We started off with 2 bedrooms semi-detached over these years, and it's really done well. And over these few years too, we've been adding more products to our existing products to reach out to as many Ghanaians and even those in the diaspora as well. And also thinking about an ordinary Ghanaian having an affordable house as well. We also thought that those who want to develop their own homes could also jump onto the land's offer. So in as much as we are building houses, we also offer lands as well for our cherished customers.
The company, being privately owned, seeks to provide housing solutions to clients looking to invest in quality properties in Ghana. The company also has flexible and amazing payment plans for customers.
Rehoboth Social Housing, our payment plans are flexible. We have our long-term payment plan and a short-term payment plan. Currently, we are providing a 3-year payment plan where client gets to pay just 50% of the property price, get to move in, and the remaining balance will be spread over a period of 3 years, which is also interest-free. We also have other options where you make a payment of 30% and the remaining balance is also spread over a period of 6 to 12 months. All these are interest-free.
Built by a driven team of experienced developers, the houses have many unique features such as built-in closets and spacious parking lots.
Currently, we are at the new 3-bedroom that Rehoboth Havens and Rehoboth Social Housing we are providing. We call it the Sun Bay. Sun Bay is being built with a family in mind, built in a serene environment right beneath the Bree Mountains. Within the Sun Bay, you have a spacious hall, a family dining area. All the rooms are en suite, a spacious master bedroom with a built-in closet. Our kitchen comes fully furnished as in the cabinet comes fitted. You also have your own special storage area for your items, and also you have a separate guest washroom. The compound of the Sun Bay can accommodate 3 to 4 cars, and also a spacious place for kids to also hang around.
The company is also committed to ensuring that customers have a comfortable stay, hence the provision of all the necessary social amenities.
REO Social Housing, being in existence for the past 2 years, have provided over 200 housing units located at YEA Mensa, which is in a gated community, which is called the Rehoboth Havens. And in this community, we have tarred roads, we have electricity, there's water, We have a recreational grounds where kids can play. If you want to have any event, say a wedding, birthday party, a wedding reception, we have a ground or a park where you can have all these events held. And also, we have a security, 24-hour security. So once you move into the community, you are assured of your security. Security is guaranteed. And we have good drainage system where once it rains, you have all your drains, water flowing smoothly through the drains. And then you also have, a good environment where you have good weather, you have great view. So within this community, you find all these things.
Rehoboth Social Housing promises to offer patrons amazing deals and products at the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair.
Patrons should expect a good or something juicy or a good package from Rehoboth Social Housing, just as we've been doing all these years. Last year, for instance, we gave out juicy packages. People had discounts, people had electrical appliances, people had fridges, people had air conditioners, people have had microwaves and gas cookers. But this year is not going to be anything different. But this year, we are coming up with something more enticing, more juicier as compared to last year. So we entreat each and everyone to come to the Joy Habitat Fair, which is coming up in some few months to come at the Accra International Conference Center. And once you come to the conference center, just walk to our store, which is Rehoboth Social Housing, and you will enjoy all these juicy packages that we have in store for you.
If you want to reach us, we have our head office at the North Legon. We also have an office in the United Kingdom, Milton Keynes to be precise. You can also reach us on our website, www.rehobothsocialhousing.com. Or you can call any of these numbers, 055-375-1933 and 020-6823-524. Reach us on these numbers, or you can log onto our website and still leave your details there. A sales representative will get in touch with you and give you all the assistance that you need. Rehoboth Social Housing, we say we make your housing dream a reality.
Tell you what, you can visit the EcoBank Joy News Mini Fair at the Good Park near Accra Mall, and the fair will start from 13th to 15th September. That's this weekend from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily, and admission is of course free. Be there to engage with various stakeholders in the housing value chain. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Get a house, make it a home. That's it for Prime Business. I am Pius Kojo Baka. We've got the latest commodities update for you, right after which we bring you Prime Sport with Razak Musbao.